Lately, I have felt very uneasy, overwhelmed, and anxious. The weight of everything, of the world, of this country, it's really just been sitting very heavy on my chest. It's loud, constant, and unrelenting. In those moments, I really don't know what to do except stop. The other day, I sat in bed, scrolling mindlessly, trying to just escape my own thoughts. But in the midst of attempting to escape by doom scrolling on the internet, I was bombarded with even more, and I may have crashed out completely. I am not okay. Oh my God. First of all, I woke up at 4:30 this morning with only 3 hours of sleep. So I'm on edge. I put on makeup, I got dressed, I left the house, and I'm trying to act like I have it all together, fake it till you make it. At least I don't look tired, hopefully. I tried. But bro, I'm literally driving and I'm just what is the world right now? I literally want to chuck my phone out of the window because every time I open any app, anything on my phone, my email, anything, I'm bombarded with all of this news. All of this news of everything. So in my attempt to search and find something, I decided to go to my mom's personal library, hoping that I would find something to help me make sense of what I was feeling and a solution. And I think I found it. Faith Ringgold. I have always loved her work, and it has always spoken to me in one way or another. But this time was a little different. I stumbled upon a book of hers, and I decided to just quickly flip through the pages, and my eyes landed on a particular chapter that talked about art and politics. And there it was, her infamous ego painting. And I immediately knew that this is what I needed to do. So, I have an idea. And I must say, I think it's going to be a pretty brilliant one. What is the idea, you may ask? Okay, it is the end of January. We're entering into Black History Month. In a very crucial time in history. A time where the federal government possibly will no longer even recognize Black History Month, yet alone teach the information in schools in our country. We're in a very interesting point in time. This painting that I saw was created in the 1980. So then I flipped a page and it goes into the next chapter, chapter 8, which talks about basically art and politics, and asks the question or raises an idea of art, the artist leaving the studio and going into the streets. So I thought about taking the studio into the streets, bringing the streets into the studio, bringing the artistry to the people, rather than working in the silo of your studio, but bringing the art that you create there or creating in public as well. It just jogged a lot of thoughts in my mind. The painting was black on black, and it used lots of grays. It looked so powerful, and I just connected with it immediately. And I was like, this is what the people need. So I created a piece inspired by her piece. And I'm gonna put it all together today. I'm gonna get it done today, and I'm gonna take you guys along with me. So right now, I'm about to go take my daughter to school, and then I'm gonna head to Michael's, and we're going to get the supplies that we need to start this process. I'm going to film the entire thing from start to finish, and we're gonna get it done today. So, as much as I really, really, really wanted to get it done that day, I absolutely did not. But I respect the motivation and the drive to want to get it out to the people the same day. That was filmed at the end of January, and it is now the last week of February, and I'm just now getting it done. But, I'm learning to take the process for what it is. And sometimes you have to pause, take a break, and come back. And, better late than never. So, yeah, with that being said, let's get back to the video. Okay, so I've been doing some thinking. I am not going to go to Michael's today, even though I really wanted to. And once again, I lied. I thought I was going to stretch my own canvas, and that was just too much work. So I'll save you a little bit of time and just go ahead and fast forward this whole thing. We do end up going to Michael's, and I indeed do decide to just go ahead and buy a pre-stretched canvas. Okay, back to the video. Because we got canvas at home, and I did not know how to stretch canvas. I'm pretty sure I missed that part of school because I didn't anything. I just made it to Michael's, and when I tell you it is absolutely packed out here, I've never seen so many people in a Michael's in my life, other than Christmas. I'm really curious to know if everyone's here for the same sale that I'm here for, because if there's no canvases, I'm gonna be so sad. Let's see. Let's go see. I racked up at my Michael's. Like, I don't know what's going on, but everything was on clearance. I've been wanting to try inks, acrylic inks and pigments for my illustration work, and all of that was like $2-3, and it's typically around $7. I got some pigment markers, brush markers, buy one get one free, or buy one get one 50% off. Then I got all of the oil paint, acrylic paint, the mediums, Winsor & Newton, Amsterdam, and Liquitex, all at least 60 to 70% off on clearance. I have no idea why, but again, it was an incredible deal. I got my 2 canvases, buy one get one free. So, I mean, if I was more prepared, I would have rocked up. Like, I would have taken everything off the shelves, but it's all good. I'm very grateful for what I was able to get. But go check your local Michael's. They may have this sale going on as well. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculously amazing. I'm so grateful. I'll show you everything I got once I get home. But for now, we're gonna hit the road. Let's do the haul. Okay, so I got the canvas, obviously. We got a 24 by 24. And it's their gallery wrapped heavy duty canvas, which I believe is 3 inches on the side. I could be wrong. No, it's probably a solid inch on the side. 1.5, which is good. I got, like I told you in the car, they had a crazy sale. So I got the Higgies India ink pigment, one of my favorites. This is the first like pigment ink I've ever used. This was on sale for $3. I got this watercolor ink, Artist Loft, which is Michael's brand. It's yellow green. This was also $3. I got another Artist Loft. This is an acrylic ink in the color Raw Sienna, which Raw Sienna is what I use for all of my portraits. Now that I'm doing this, it would be really fun to do like color theory video on like how to mix skin tones. Anyways, okay. I got the Golden High Flow acrylic in the color Carbon Black. I'm gonna use this for the text on this painting. This was also $3. It may have been $5, but I think it was actually $3 on sale. We got my gloss fluid medium. So I'm gonna do the text and gloss, and I'm gonna do the background matte. I already had the matte medium, so I got the gloss medium. This was on sale for $5. I got these two pigment brush pens, perfectly opaque. I love it. This one is by Deco Brush in white, if you can see. Okay, it doesn't want to focus. And then the other one is the Brush Marker Pro by Karen in black. Lastly, I got two more inks. These are both watercolor inks, one in ultramarine blue and one in white. Again, $3. All of the inks I'll be using in my illustration, which I will be documenting my illustration process very soon, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I'm going to sketch out my design on my canvas, and then we'll get to painting. So I decided that I needed to make my own version of the ego painting, a modern interpretation, a continuation of her message, because what she painted in 1969 is just as relevant and important and needed today in 2025. So I went and got my supplies, set up my canvas, and let my hands get to work, letting the idea that I came up with the night before take shape and come to life. Book by Faith Ringgold. I'm gonna open it up to show you the piece. This is it. So it's divided into fours, and then each fourth is divided in half. So we're gonna do a diagonal here. So next up, we're gonna do the text. In her painting, she has the words Black America and her name Ringgold. So what I'm going to do is keep the word Black in America. Okay. So I wrote notes on my phone for my vision yesterday in the moment, so I wouldn't forget. So instead of doing Ringgold, I'm gonna do the word fly, unify, and resist. Okay, I just realized she says Ringgold 4 times, so I'm gonna need a 4th word. I have fly, unify, resist, empower. Should I do empower or... Yeah, I'm gonna do empower. Okay, so we're finally done sketching, which means it is time to paint. I'm going to paint the back, like behind the words, and then I will do the words last. I have my notes for how I'm gonna do this, because I'm not gonna do the colors exactly. I'm gonna still keep a black and white and gray, like a grayscale palette, but I'm switching it up a little bit. Okay, I think I may even deviate from what I said. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the back part behind the words in these 3. 1, 2, 3. These are going to be black on black, but I'm going to do oh, it's sealed shut. Dang, I hate when that happens. I'm going to do it in matte black background with glossy black words. And the words I'll also make a little bit lighter. Oof. If I can get this matte medium open, it's like sealed shut. Because it must have got on the ridges. Dang it, I hate that. Let's see. I don't want to cut myself. This stuff is tough. Can y'all come over here and help me, please? Maybe I can squeeze. Look at this. I'm literally right now just squeezing it out the side of the lid because I cannot get it open. But right now this is easier than trying to open it. That's so sad. But it's getting the job done. And right now that is all that matters. All right, let's get to painting. currently somewhere around 9:30. Just put my daughter to sleep, made an iced coffee, and I'm getting back to it. Yeah, probably I'm not gonna finish today, but somewhere between now and Saturday, hopefully I can get it done. And I'm just gonna keep you guys updated, and for now I'm gonna keep painting and just keep y'all in the loop. So let's get into it. There's so much I could say about this piece and what it means to me, but my goal always with my art is not to interject too much of my own thoughts behind it, because I really love to see how the viewer responds to it. So I would love to know you all's reactions to seeing this piece, what emotions it may bring up, what thoughts it may bring up, because my art is welcoming and I like to use it as a tool to facilitate healing and to start conversations and discussions and to bring people together and also to educate. Really almost forgot to push record on the camera today. Hello, it is day 3. I am finally hitting the gray squares. Usually I would block in all the background colors, but for some reason I wanted to see how many layers it would take to get the perfect opacity and texture of both the matte and the glossy paint. And it probably took about 3 layers of the matte and about 2 of the glossy. So now that I know that, I'm like, I can move forward. But I've also decided to just do one color at a time. So right now I'm adding in the dark gray for the two areas will have dark gray. The other 2 will be like a lighter gray, I believe I'm doing. So yeah, I'm really, really hoping that today I can get done with this piece. But we shall see. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself. I need to have it done by Saturday. Today's Thursday. So really, if I can have it done today, that would be incredible, because that means on Friday I don't have to stress to get it done. But, you know, we'll see what happens.
Relaxant and biocompatible and safe on the skin in its concentration level of the compounds, even though gasoline, really, they have a very corrosive, why they shouldn't be taken internally. That's why people are getting permanent esophageal damage from main reasons. There is an overarching reason that all plants produce essential oils, which is protection. These oils.
This, in a way, is my love letter to us all. A reminder of who we are, where we come from, and where we're going. Because there's still so much work that needs to be done. And together, I truly believe that we can create the future that we all deserve.